Welcome to Shonen Flop Chibi, First Impressions mini episode where we talk. But the first chapter of the series we'll be covering in depth next week with our guest, Joe Yang. I'm Jordan, and with me today, as usual, is my lovely co-host, David. Say hi, David.
Hi, David.
What series we're covering this week, David?
Yokai Buster Murakami.
Yeah. Oh, man. Like that one Japanese author guy that I read in, like, 9th grade English class. Shout out to Mr. Trainer.
Yeah. Fun fact, my 9th grade lit teacher officiated my wedding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, you can't talk shit. You don't even know how to read.
I didn't say shit. And so what? We live in the information age. I could just have Siri read everything for me.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right, but Jordan, why don't you tell us a little bit about the series?
So this is Yokai Buster Murakami. Hey, hold it, Buster. That's what you would say if Murakami got a white person angry. You'd just say, hold it, Buster. Yokai Buster Murakami, created by Ihara Daiki, ran from June 17th, 2024 to November 11th, 2024. 24 chapters, 4 volumes. So, it skated past U19, not by much, but it did. Getting the plot summary of the first chapter.
Let's do it.
Kuin is an exorcist, but is unfortunately a bit of a coward. Now, before I go further, I do want to say me and David, I think, both read this person as different genders.
Yeah.
I saw this character as a girl, and he saw this character as a boy, and I don't remember if it's ever stated either way.
I'm not sure. They were wearing what looked like a men's uniform because they had a tie on.
But they had like their hair in like a ponytail.
Jordan, don't you have long hair?
So she asks her friend, a completely normal kid named Murakami, to go with her as she tries to exorcise a kappa. Murakami proceeds to criticize everything about the kappa, from the plate on its head to its green and yellow appearance. When the kappa tries pulling out their anal orbs, Murakami calls him a weird pervert and questions where he even got that orb from. Popcorn David.
The kappa then possesses some girls walking by and says he's gonna make them do indecent things. Murakami then points out sounds like the plot to a porno, and the kappa is defeated and reduced to a chibi form. Which Kuin immediately seals into a card. Later, the kappa releases itself to watch ass porn loudly in public before Kuin reseals it again, and Murakami vows to help her defeat every yokai. Just a heads up, by the way, I did just check the wiki, and it does say that Kuin is a male.
Okay, never mind.
Dylan, just replace every female pronoun in that with you saying the proper one. I'm sure that'll be fine. Can't believe you're the one who assumed someone with long hair was female.
Hey, I'm just desperate for more female characters with any form of agency or anything.
Yeah, in this by this manga or by this author, I don't think so.
In this magazine, David.
Hey, Akane Banashi is really holding it all down, isn't it?
Yeah, that's one. I mean, Rory Dragon, I guess, but like...
That's not Shonen Jump anymore.
Yeah, so yeah, Akane Banashi. That's one.
Yeah. Well, one's a guy. Anyway, Jordan, what were your first impressions of this chapter?
I liked it more than you did.
Yeah, I can tell.
I thought the jokes were actually pretty funny. I was kind of surprised.
I thought it had one really funny joke, and then it just stretched it out for 30 pages, and it wasn't funny.
Well, I feel like the entire chapter, the point was to point out how funny kappas are.
I just felt like it didn't need to keep making these jokes over and over, and the whole sexual predator thing. I thought it was way funnier if he wasn't actually a sexual predator.
I agree.
And then I thought the fact that he then starts just watching porn in public, it just kind of made the joke way less funny, because the guy was like, I just thought it would have been really funny if he had these really astute observations, and then he completely misunderstands kappa culture. But no, the guy was actually a pervert.
No, I agree with you, but I will say that when it was just like his act of terrorism is just to watch porn loudly in public, and then you just see a speech bubble that goes butts. I did like that. Titty. Yeah, no, I did actually. Ass, titty.
There's no
ass,
titty.
Yeah.
But there's a song that just goes ass.
Oh, wow. How did you plug into my brain?
Shout out to Big Sean.
Yeah, but no, I did really like where Murakami is like, oh, you have 3 buttholes. And then he falls over, and then it just goes to Kuin's point of view, and you just see 3 dots on his butt. I liked that. I thought that was really funny.
That was funny. There are scenes where this author clearly had a good joke, but he didn't have it's also weird, this was really short. This was only 34 pages, and it felt like it was twice as long. Because it just felt like it was literally just them standing, Jordan, and talking to the kappa for 30 pages.
I think regardless of the actual overall quality of the chapter, I think we both have to admit this is a glow up from Protect Me Sugamaru.
Yeah.
This one chapter is already better than everything in Protect Me Sugamaru.
Yeah.
Even if it's not great, it's still like, oh my god, there is at least some funny jokes.
Yeah, I completely agree. This is definitely an improvement. I also have to say, I really like the use of color in the color pages.
Yeah.
This artist, like, I guess he can actually draw pretty decently when he has the time.
I wonder how old he is. Like, I wonder if it's like he was like a teenager when Protect Me Sugamaru came out, or if he was like early 20s.
Protect Me Sugamaru was his second work.
Okay.
So he had to, at probably right now, at the youngest, he's probably in his mid-20s.
Yeah, but yeah, no, there's clearly like some level of maturity going on. Not so much in terms of humor, but in terms of just like skill. He's clearly like, there's clear improvement, you know? Like, even if I thought it was more funny than David did, I also don't see this actually maintaining the jokes for that long. Like,
also, can we talk about this fucking Exorcist manga again?
oh, well, we didn't have enough. You know what? At least this seems like legitimately a parody of Exorcism manga.
Yes, I will give it that, and at least it's dealing with actual yokai in like a fun way.
It's so funny because the past few times, our response to reading manga that is like bad is to be like, is this a parody?
And this one actually is.
It actually is a parody. Wow.
Should the cover art be? I can't believe it's not.
Yeah.
There's something
there.
My original idea was to have Exorcist manga jail. And then, yeah, it is great that it's poking holes in the format. I just wish it had done more. Like, I think this section, if it had been like 10 pages of like a 40-page chapter, this could have been a really solid start because they don't really establish anything. I don't even remember the main character's name being said, but since you put in the plot summary, I must have just missed it.
I had to like go through it and I found one where Murakami was like, Kuin, what are you doing? Like, you know, something like that. Like, it doesn't start with going like, I'm Kuin. It's like,
which is actually surprising.
I had to look for it.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you though. This needs to be like a 10 to 15 page gag manga.
Yeah.
I worry about this series just based on the format it's in.
Because they don't really explain anything, the setting, his motivation, why he's doing this, how the Exorcists work. They're just like, we'll have 30 pages of conversation with the Kappa about the framework of how Kappas work, and then like 3 pages surrounding it that kind of justify the story of this manga, which is not enough.
Like, because here's the thing. I found this funnier than David.
Yes.
I thought that like...
You must have a very high IQ too.
Well, it's because I'm smarter than David. Yes, that's true. No, I thought that the jokes landed with me, but like not all of them did. I wasn't like losing my mind laughing my ass off the whole way through. I wasn't raffling or LMFAOing, you know? You know what I mean, David? You get it? You remember? Yeah. But the fact is, it's like that's a problem for this long format.
Yeah. This really should be a 12-page.
Yeah.
Also, Anal Orbs is from the fucking guy with the banned mushroom penis chapter.
Oh, God. Jesus, you're right. Yeah, although the thing is, I'm pretty sure that's there because that is in the Kappa.
Okay, maybe then don't start with the Kappa.
Yeah, but that's also kind of where he was, like, the whole point because, like, I don't think he invented anal orbs. I think it's like...
I'm not going to Google that.
These are just weird things in the Kappa mythology.
Yeah, which is, I do think it was really funny. He was like, why are you wearing a plate on your head, which is a man-made device?
Yeah.
And anal orbs don't show up, so you're taking an organ that doesn't exist unless you're stealing it from me, so why would I have to worry about it?
Yeah.
So those are the things that were funny. It just, that should have been like 5 pages of this chapter.
Yeah.
Jordan's like, maybe it wasn't funny.
No, it was funny.
Yeah. I also feel like Murakami kind of reminds me of Rick, where like whenever he like goes to like a fantasy world or a world where like the rules are really weird, he starts poking holes and he's like, wait, so it's like when they saw like the toaster, like the bread guy lived inside a toaster and they're like, isn't that horrifying? That's like, you know, they're like, this doesn't make any sense. It's like, also the rules are inconsistent. Why is this car also a toaster? Your car doesn't look like a tiny house. So it's like that kind of energy. Maybe Rick and Morty, actually. We haven't done Rick and Morty yet for this one.
I almost thought you were like, let's review the Rick and Morty anime.
God, if only we still had the pay. I heard that was terrible.
I heard it was awful, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we should have the Anime Out of Context guys review.
Oh, God, yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
They fuck up again.
Yes! They need to watch the Rick and Morty anime!
Dylan, drop a comment in this episode if you're going to make Sean and Rem watch the Rick and Morty anime. And then also my last thing is, I think that honestly, this is not a bad idea for a format of a manga that kind of is poking holes at how ridiculous yokai are. I think the guy from Service Wars, if he wasn't doing Chuck Beans, really, really could have delivered on this concept.
I'm not gonna lie, there was a moment where I was like, is this the guy from Service Wars? Because early on, it reminded me of Mitama very briefly, you know?
So he's already done an Exorcist manga.
Yeah, God, is Chuck Beans getting canceled?
I don't know, man. I'm worried. It's like really spreading. It's like speed running the end, and I'm like, fuck, because I'm like, not again.
I just really want this guy to have a hit.
Yeah, have you read Chuck Beans?
No, I haven't.
Dude, Chuck Beans is great.
Is it past our chapter cap?
No, it's not. But I didn't realize that when I started reading it, and I was like, I'm on chapter 18. I'm like, whoops. Yeah. So I'm actually, this is the second time I keep believing in this author because remember that's why I couldn't cover Service Wars.
Yeah.
So you can just read it.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, that's
gonna definitely be my rec for this episode if I don't like this manga.
Even Service Wars, which I thought was a flop, felt like a flop due to editorial editing. I mean, meddling. You know, it's like that guy could absolutely pull that guy could pull this whole premise off. He could do this.
Yeah.
I loved Mitama Security. I really liked half of Service Wars. I think he could do this. I agree with you, but I don't know if the Protect Me Shigemaru guy can.
No, he absolutely doesn't have it in him.
No, unless he had a Greens level style level of growth, which I doubt he did. But we've seen a glow up before.
I don't even know the last time we saw a glow up that big for another manga we covered on the series.
I don't know if any series we've ever read has had that, with the exception of maybe Beiichi to Soul Eater.
No, but that's what I mean. We didn't cover Soul Eater. I'm saying when has an author had 2 flops, that the second flop was actually good.
That's true.
That was rare because, there's Dragon and Chameleon, which is not a failure, so that doesn't count.
I guess, Do Retry was better than Bone Collection, maybe, kind of, sort of?
But still wasn't good.
Still was bad.
Yeah, but anyway, Jordan, would you read our 10 chapters of this?
I would.
I think you're out of your fucking mind. I already can tell this is all the series has.
Yeah, probably.
And so, Jordan, what do you think will happen next?
I think there's going to be an exam arc where Kuin has to get his exorcism license, and it's going to feel very editorially driven, and it's going to kill literally any small bit of momentum this manga has.
You know what? Actually, I realized there's never been a license parody where it turns out they just need to go get their driver's licenance.
I like
the licensing arc is they have to get it's just them completely just getting it. It's like the fucking flying. Well, the best getting a driver's license episode materials ever been created with that Dragon Ball Z episode.
Or, an exam arc and it's literally just a test.
It's like I have to get my notary public license. That's really good. What are your other guesses?
There's going to be a shitty overarching organization that controls the yokai, which are the organization will be introduced in the last few chapters as it starts winding down.
Mm-hmm.
And the first 10 chapters of this series are going to be Monster of the Week.
Yeah. My guesses are we're going to see another facts and logic guy that Murakami thinks is super annoying. So we're going to see Spen Bachiro,
I get it.
There will be at least one other really funny joke that's probably run into the ground. And we'll never really get into the anti-yokai organization Exorcist guy is a part of because it seems like the author doesn't actually care about explaining it.
I see.
Yep. And then Jordan, what's your power word?
Cap.
And why is that?
Because they face a kappa.
And mine is repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what isn't repetitive? Getting questions from our wonderful audience. Just a big shout out to everyone who drops their question in a Discord. As a reminder, we prioritize those who haven't asked a question before or haven't had a question answered in a long time. Starting from Spubby, if you could bring back a Shonen Jump character from the dead, who would you choose?
Power.
It's true.
And she died when it was still in Shonen Jump.
Yeah, no, that's completely fair. And when the fuck is Power, the hunt for Power, going to ever happen again?
It'll happen when you least expect it.
God, I'm just kind of I'm starting to lose faith in part 2. I gotta be completely honest. I just think Fujimo's been fucking around, kind of.
I feel you.
This is already longer than part 1, and half as much has happened.
Really?
Yeah. Did you know that part 2 is now longer than part 1?
I didn't know that. Wow.
Can you really say anything substantial that's happened in part 2?
Not off the top of my head. I have to sit down and think about it. Yeah.
So I would pick Jiraiya from Naruto, which I think was the OG teenager Shonen Jump character dying for people.
Yeah. If it ran in Shonen Jump, I would pick Optimus Prime.
He did. He was in Zip Man.
Then Optimus Prime. That's
Next,
true.
From ZZ Digital, if Shonen Flop was a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure stand, what would its ability be?
Damn.
How about the Killers? Because we read dead manga. Or the Grateful Dead, actually.
The Grateful Dead.
Oh, that's already a JoJo stand, though, isn't it?
Yeah, what about free falling? Because they're like falling to like
Sure.
and flopping, you know?
And their ability is to make a great podcast. I don't know.
This was a great answer. We did so good.
No, how about the podcast has the ability to materialize? It's kind of like that one JoJo stand where it could do things from Florida, but instead we can materialize things from the manga that we're reading that week.
We could also pick the song by Chat Pile that's called grimace_smoking_weed.jpg.
Oh, we could also just name it Jump, the Van Halen song.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. There.
Okay, and then we have anti-gravity abilities. There we go.
There we go. We did it.
Our stand abilities. Jump.
Jump.
All right,
yeah,
next.
there you go.
That's great. It's a very 80s song. All right. From T. Wolfwood, what series would you join the Discord's book club for? So, Jordan, is there any manga? I feel like you would say, ooh, if you guys covered Berserk, I would jump in.
I think they might be doing Ice Shield 21, so I might be joining for that.
I've reread Ice Shield 21, but I would do it. I also really want to read the Yu-Gi-Oh manga because I never have. So I would definitely join book club if they covered.
Like at all? Like you didn't read it? Oh.
No, I never have touched the manga.
Oh.
It's been on my to-do list. So if they covered that, I think I would definitely be like, oh, hell yeah, it's time. I really needed to read Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, that's season 0 shit, baby.
Yeah. Also Haikyuu I've been wanting to read. And Golden Kamui.
Oh yeah, Golden Kamui. That'd be cool.
So those are ones that I would definitely join the book club to do. Like I'm overdue to read those.
Yeah. Oh man. Every time somebody says Haikyuu, I just think of It's Snowing on Mount Fuji.
Okay.
That is, you know it? You get it? Oh, the joke is that it's a haiku joke where like you come up with 5, 7, and then just say it's snowing on Mount Fuji.
I see. All right, next question.
Even though that's 7. Wait, fuck it. Whatever, I don't care.
Next up from Mr. Davey.
Refrigerator. That's what it is. That's one. Yeah.
Yes. Refrigerator. Yes. Now I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Next up from Mr. Davey. Let's pretend for a second that Telltale still exists and can pull whatever IPs they want. What 4 characters would you pick for Poker Night at the Inventory 3 using Shonen Jump characters? So you can use. Let's just, for the interest of time, let's just use normal Shonen Jump characters, not flop characters. Maybe we'll revisit that. Jordan, why don't you pick 2 and I'll pick 2? Are there any 2 characters that from Shonen Jump you would think would be really fun in Poker Night at the Inventory, and why is one of them probably going to be Power?
I was going to say Vegeta.
Vegeta, I think, would be great.
Yeah.
Who would... Actually, Jiraiya, I think, would be fun.
Jiraiya or Tsunade?
Oh, yeah. Tsunade would be funny.
Because Tsunade does gamble. That's like her thing.
Oh, I think Sakamoto from Sakamoto Days, I could definitely see him participate.
He wouldn't be talking as much. Let's see.
I'm just trying to think of a really silly pick.
Me too. Because, didn't Poker Night at the Inventory, let's see, they had... It
was like Venture Brothers and Team Fortress 2. And...
It was Strong Bad and like...
the guy
Tycho from Penny Arcade.
Yeah. GLaDOS, I think, was there, and the guy from Borderlands. So it's very random who the characters are.
Yeah. What about Chopper?
Chopper would be really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we have Chopper, Jiraiya, Vegeta, and Power.
Yeah, that's a good line.
That's a great. Power is constantly cheating.
Yeah,
or doesn't understand how the game works. All right. Yeah, actually, probably more likely to be Makima than Power.
Yeah, I mean, she would be too good at. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
Power kind of.
Fuck. Let's just have Power. Power is the Goblin representative.
Yeah.
All right. Next up from Will. What flop series do you think would have improved the most if the original concept had been kept, but a successful manga creator had worked on it instead? I'm going to say Yokai Buster Murakami. If it...
I know. I was just thinking that we were just talking about that. Oh my god.
Yeah. Do you have another? Sorry, that's probably better than anything else I could think of.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. I mean, you could also just pick any of them and be like, I don't know, a good author doing it. Like,
I think Tagashi could have really done a cool idea with Mama Yu Yu.
I agree.
Where you have a bunch of like multiverse stuff and people have their own rules, and he could really have thought of like really interesting worlds they came from with interesting power systems that everyone kind of plays by their own rules in kind of like a Nen-like way.
I mean, Tagashi would have done a good job with Vibration, man.
Oh, also, Toriyama would have been great with Appearance of the Yellow Dragon.
Yeah.
Because that's Dr. Slump ripoff.
That's shitty Dr. Slump, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So there are some options.
Yeah, a lot of these manga, the thing is, a lot of them are just like shitty version of
Metallica,
X.
wow. Oh, man, it's like Metallica Matulika could have really been done really good by Takashi. Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Next up from Scott, what is a piece of non-otaku-like media you've enjoyed recently?
I've been listening to this band called The Bad Plus, which are like this crazy like jazz quartet. They're really cool. They do like a jazz version of Smells Like Teen Spirit that actually kicks ass.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually really good.
I love that.
It's so chaotic and great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so The Bad Plus, there you go.
Yeah, okay, there you go. I personally would say I've really been enjoying a few things. I've been listening to Laufey a bit, where she's also jazz. She's Zoomer jazz. And also
Laufey?
Clips. Yeah, Laufey.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, I've also just been Claire Obscure, and then for something a little bit more obscure, Look Outside, which is a really cool RPG that's very like Eldritch inspired, and it's like essentially it's a plot where this isn't really spoilers because it's the plot of the game, where pretty much an Eldritch god is near Earth, and its very presence is anyone who looks at it starts mutating into a monster.
Whoa!
And you get warned in time not to look outside, and you have to kind of survive in your apartment building, dealing with the monsters and the few humans that also haven't been affected by the curse.
Is that Claire Obscura? Is that what it's about?
No, that's Look Up Sky is completely different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So apparently, this is funny. Laufey's name is apparently pronounced Loive.
Fucking hell. Fucking Icelandic names.
It's like, is she Icelandic or Yiddish?
She is.
Like...
She is. Oive. I always love how Yo Jimbo is the most Yiddish sounding.
It is.
Kurosawa movie.
Or it's either Yiddish or Philadelphian. Like, yo, Jimbo. Yo, Jimbo.
Yeah, the
Get
Beastie
over
Boys.
here.
Damn. I mean, it's too late for the Beastie Boys to have an album called Yo Jimbo. Yo dash
Yeah.
Jimbo. That would have been great.
Yo, Jimbo.
Anyway, Jordan, I want to say thank you so much for all your hard work on the show.
Thank you, David, for doing basically everything else on the show. Like,
For now.
Putting everything together.
All right. Thank you, Dylan, for assistance with editing. You can find his podcast, Anime Out of Context, at animeoutofcontext.com. Thanks to Tucker and MaxyBee for assistance with pronunciation, translation, other miscellaneous research. Find us on Blue Sky /X at Shonen Flop, Tumblr, Shonen-Flop, and our website, ShonenFlop.com. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, wherever else you get your podcast. And come join the Shonen Flop Discord. Oh, it's open to everyone. Hang out with us, talk about anime, games, whatever else is on your mind. We even have a manga book club and movie nights. Find a link to it in the show notes or on our site, ShonenFlop.com. And Jordan, here's your chance to plug that little podcast of yours.
Oh, that little podcast called Mission Ignition. Again, don't expect an update, but it exists. And check out my Instagram, Jordan Forbes Art. I'm painting pets.
Love it. I also want to give a big shout out to my wonderful wife, Rachel. We had a wonderful best friends day. And my little puppuccino, Ravioli, where I spent 20 minutes changing my phone lock screen so my phone scanner looks like it's balancing on her nose while she's bug-eyed, and it was definitely worth it.
Aww. Also, shout out to my wonderful girlfriend, Steph, and our new baby kitty, Freya.
Oh, that's a great name for a cat.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for listening. Tune in next Monday for our full episode on Yokai Buster Murakami featuring Joe Yang.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been Jordan.
This has been David.
And you've been listening to Shonen Flop. David, say it.
Keep them flopping, floppers.
Bye.
Bye.